The Emperor and the Gladiators. Long ago, in the grand city of Rome, there stood a mighty Colosseum where the Emperor Marcus Valens ruled with pride and power. Emperor Valens loved to host grand games with fierce gladiators and noble beasts from across the world. The people of Rome would gather to watch, cheering as their brave warriors entered the arena to face the most ferocious animals, powerful lions and majestic tigers. Emperor Valens was a tall, imposing figure with a stern face and eyes that gleamed with ambition. Known for his strict rules and love for power, he believed that the games displayed strength, courage, and bravery. By his side was his young nephew, Lucius, a boy curious about life, but troubled by the idea of the games. Lucius was gentle-hearted and compassionate, seeing animals not as enemies, but as beings with a right to live freely. One day, the emperor decided to hold the grandest event the city had ever seen. He announced that lions and tigers, creatures feared and admired, would be released together in the arena to test the might, strength, bravery, and courage of the strongest gladiators. The news of the event spread quickly, and the people were eager to witness such an epic event. Gladiators trained with fierce determination, knowing they would face creatures unlike any they had fought before. The day of the games arrived, and the Colosseum buzzed with excitement. Trumpets blared, drums pounded, and the audience filled the seats, waiting for the emperor's command. Emperor Valens rose from his throne, lifting his arm high, and with a wave, the gates of the arena opened. Out stepped the gladiators, armed with shields, spears, and swords. They stood tall, but their eyes betrayed a quiver of fear as the iron gates across the arena slowly rose. From the shadows emerged the lions, their golden manes shimmering under the sun, their eyes fierce and focused. They moved with grace, each step echoing strength. Right behind them came the tigers, their orange and black stripes bold and striking. Together, the lions and tigers paced around the arena, sizing up their surroundings and the gladiators before them. As the crowd shouted loudly in excitement, Lucius could no longer bear the sight. He turned to his uncle, his voice shaking with a mix of fear and determination. "Uncle, do we not have enough strength to show without hurting these beasts? Is there not another way to show bravery and strength?" Emperor Valens looked at Lucius, surprised at his words. "My nephew, these games are cultural events, practices, and beliefs, a testimony to Rome's greatness. Might must be tested, courage must be proven." "But uncle," Lucius continued, "true bravery is in mercy or pity and respect, not in forcing others to fight against their will. What greatness is there in victory over those who never sought to harm us?" The emperor paused, glancing down at the arena where the lions and tigers now stood in a calm, almost majestic stillness. The gladiators too hesitated, feeling an unusual kinship with the animals they were meant to fight. A silence fell over the crowd as the emperor raised his hand once more. In a rare moment of reflection, Emperor Valens realized that his nephew's words held truth. He had been so focused on authority and epic events, which he had forgotten the might and kindness and respect. With a loud and firm voice, he declared, "Today we will witness a new form of bravery, one that honors the might of all living beings. Let the lions and tigers return to their lands, and let the gladiators prove their valor in ways that bring no harm." The crowd murmured in surprise, but soon applause broke out. The emperor had shown wisdom beyond his years, guided by the compassion of his nephew. The gates opened once more, and the lions and tigers walked out, free and unharmed, their might acknowledged and respected. The crowd rumored in surprise, but soon an accolade broke out. The emperor had shown wisdom beyond his years, guided by the compassion of his nephew. The gates opened once more, and the lions and tigers walked out, free and unharmed, their strength acknowledged and respected. From that day on, Emperor Valens held games that celebrated skill, courage, and unity without harm. And young Lucius grew into a wise leader, known for his compassion or sympathy and respect for all living creatures. Moral: true strength lies in mercy or pity and respect, not in dominating or conquering others. Real courage is shown in kindness, and the wisdom to understand all lives deserve dignity or integrity.